obey what God put in your heart to do, is that we have to sort through the things that we've already placed in our life that takes up the space that would give us the ability to freely do what he asks us to do. And I'm not talking about becoming a monk either. I'm talking about little things that we've created, little things that we've made, and little things that we've just wanted. And none of it is wrong. That's what's crazy. What's crazy is the things that we usually have and that's blocking us from, so to speak, doing the greatest of what God is expecting of our life are things that we have built up, created, made up, put in place, but they're not wrong. It would be better if they were wrong items, and that'll give us this freedom of righteousness that we're exchanging something wrong for something good. Well, no, God with his happy self, and I like him. But the challenge is for many of us is being able to put away good things in order to do the great things. And so it's the good deeds that we do. It's the good God deeds. Some of the things that we do are God deeds that we deemed as God deeds because they're good. But God never asked us to do it. But it's okay that we do it, Doc. Look, but he didn't ask you for that. He asked you for something else. And when he asks us, and I'm telling you because I've been through this, when he asks of your life, specifically what he wants from you, we sometimes muffle the sound with other characteristics that are good that he would like. So, I'll make this up. I'm making this up. I'm literally making this up. I'm really okay, Charles. I'm gonna get to you, but I'm really making this up. For instance, I'm a writer, but who'd have thunk it? Nobody told me that. It wasn't no one's job to tell me that. But me being a writer has allowed me to be a speaker, and it has allowed me to be a teacher, and it has allowed me to be a counselor, and it has allowed me to be a coach. But I was none of those things, because you know what I was doing? I was singing. Now I can sing, and I could have chosen to go the route of singing, or I could have taken a greater route that was more expansive for my life. It took me a minute or 20 to get to the point of seeing, okay, this is the route you want to take me, but you've asked this of my life, my entire life. I just overlooked it because I felt like that was way more than the capacity of my skill set. I wasn't even though in my soul of souls, I knew I was supposed to be in front of people in some type of way all my life. So I exchanged being in front of people with another thing, another God thing. But it wasn't what he asked me to do. Because he didn't even have to ask me to sing. That's just a gift. I can do that no matter what. So that's not something that he's asking me to do. I can do that without him. Because I know how, right? Now, so for many years, I would be in front of people, but singing, but still feeling unfulfilled, feeling a position that was a God position. I was feeling a God position unfulfilled, so that means that wasn't my spot. It can be something that I can do. I utilize it all the time. I throw a song in there every now and again if I needed to. Look, I can come through if I needed to come through. Don't push me. I'll hit the notes you didn't know I could. It might be a little raggedy because I may be rusty, but I'll find it in the falsetto. Do not challenge me. Amen, amen. And don't let an old song come up I can remember being in that space with an older song from the 80s or the 90s, especially the 80s. The 80s was my season of singing. And when an old song comes up, it touches my heart where I was at the time, but it was not my greatest. I can remember singing and it affected the people. Yes, I remember all of that. But even though people are blessed by something that you do, does not mean that's the biggest thing or the greatest thing that God is asking of you. And so I challenge you to be honest with yourself to see how even though we're doing good God things, we're not doing the greatest thing. And in this season for me, I feel that I'm doing my greatest thing, and I have more to do because I'm maxing out on purpose what He's given me to do now. But I will utilize the other thing when it's necessary. Did that make sense to you? Well, I hope that bless you, because that's all I'm going to give you today. Amen.